everyone, welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, my name is Michael Shu and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about American Airline Cadet Academy program interview and how to prepare for it. I probably get asked this question the most on Instagram. People reach out to me, they DM me, leave comments on my YouTube videos on how to prepare for the interview. As you've already finished the application, which takes a very long time, and then you wait 2 or 3 weeks to hear back from them, and you move on to the online interview, and then you move on to the next step, which is the final step before getting accepted to the program, and you want to be prepared as much as you can to pass it so you can get accepted into the program. But that's why I'm here to help you guys and tell you guys what I know about this interview. Step number 1 is smash the subscribe button. If you guys aren't already subscribed, be sure to leave a thumbs up, as I would really appreciate it. But from how I did the interview, it might be a little bit different from how you guys might do it, because when I went to go interview for the program, it was pre-pandemic, pre-COVID, so American Airlines would actually fly all their candidates to the headquarters in Texas and you would do the interview. But the interview is split up into 2 different sections. The first one is the actual interview process, where you have an interviewee asking you different questions. Second part is the pilot skills test, which comes with a whole different array of questions. Even though it's post-pandemic and the interview might be a little bit different, they're not gonna fly you out there, but essentially it's still the same thing, and I believe it's still split into the 2 different sections. Number 1 is the interview itself, and number 2 is the pilot skills test. First off, let's talk about the interview. When I did it, it was a group interview. Me and probably 8 or 9 other candidates were there, and there were 2 or 3 interviewees, and they will just ask you a bunch of questions. They weren't any hard questions, there weren't any technical questions, but they were questions about you and your personality, and they wanted to know why you were really interested in aviation and why you wanted to be a pilot. So you don't have to be stressed out about this part too much, as there are no right or wrong answers. But like I said, the interviewees want to get to know you as a candidate and see if you are a good fit for the program or not. So questions that they would ask is why you are interested in aviation, or how you got into aviation, and why you want to be a pilot. This is definitely another question that they did ask you. Another question that I really do remember is that if you did not get accepted into the program, would you have a backup solution on becoming a pilot? That's something that they do want to hear, because you might not get accepted and they still want to see you progress and become a pilot. But that was definitely a question that they asked everyone. If you didn't get accepted into the program, do you have a backup plan? And the answer to this question is yes, because they don't want you solely relying on this program, all right? So if they do ask you that, say yes, okay? Say yes, you do have a backup plan. I'm just telling you that right now. Like I said, they do want to get to know you and see if your personality would fit into the program. It's a very accelerated program, as you're not knowing how to fly at all, going into becoming a flight instructor in just a year, which is a very fast paced timeline, schedule, very fast. So they're asking you questions, not technical questions, but questions about getting to know you. Tell a good story, tell them why you're interested in aviation, tell them why you want to become a pilot. These are not right or wrong questions, but these are still questions that you can prepare, all right? So that's the first part of the interview. Second is the pilot skills test. Comes with a lot of different questions. They do it on the computer. They put all of us in a room, and we had like 3 or 4 hours to do all of this. It was a very long and tiring and stressful process, but it's something that you can't prepare for. A lot of people are always asking me, how do you prepare for the pilot skills test? Can I go online and prepare for it? And I would have to say no, because the pilot skills test is always changing. They're always switching out questions. This is not a test that you can actually prepare for, but it's to see what your skills are like, your aptitude, and see if you have eye-hand coordination, how your memorizing is. But I've got to say, this portion of the process, the interview process, is not a huge deal. They're mainly seeing your personality and why you have a passion for aviation. I remember everyone that I interviewed with did not know how to prepare for it, so we didn't prepare for it. We did our best, and I remember, I think everyone, if not everyone, almost every single one of us got into the program. So it's not something you could prepare for, but try your best and you would do well. But some of the questions I do remember are, let me tell you the types of questions there are. There are definitely memory questions, there's a map, and then on the map there's a grocery store, a hospital, a school, and you have like 5 or 7 seconds to see it and see where everything's at, and then boom, then they'll show you a blank map and you're gonna have to be like, all right, the school is here, the hospital is here, the grocery store is here. So it was a memory question. Another one was mathematical question. They also had visual reasoning question, pattern recognition question, mathematic questions. A lot of just random questions to see your aptitude. Another question I do remember seeing is 3 dices, and they're the same dice, but you'd only see 3 different sides of that one dice. Then the other one is 3 different sides of it. And then the third one is 3 different sides of the same dice. And then they'll ask you, oh, okay, what is this side? What pattern is that? Something like that. There were definitely mathematical questions. Those were very hard. So a lot of random different questions that you can't really prepare for. However, there is a website that looks really similar. It's Pilot Aptitude Test. You go on Google and search American Airlines Pilot Skills Test. It's the first thing that pops up. I'm not gonna guarantee it's the exact same thing, but it looks to me like it's pretty similar. I did not prepare for it, but this looks like something that might be similar to it. And if you do wanna pay money for it, go ahead, but something I wouldn't recommend because it's something you can't really prepare for, and I feel like it's not a big part of the interview. The main part of the interview is the actual interview of them talking to you and getting to know you. But that's gonna be the majority of the interview, the 2 parts. Number 1 is the interview. Number 2 is the pilot skills test where you can't really study for it. And if you do wanna study, there's this website that I don't know how similar it is. If anyone does decide to purchase this pilot skills testing and do it and can tell me how similar it is, let me know so I can tell other people. But that's gonna be my insight for the interview process. I just gotta give you the tips, which is be yourself, tell a good story, and let them know why you're passionate about aviation and why you wanna become a pilot. And don't forget, guys, after the interview, when you go back home or after a week, always follow up. That's the biggest tip I can give you guys. Follow up, because they want to see people that are eager, people that are willing to step out of their comfort zone to follow up. Alright, so don't forget to follow. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys thought it was helpful, and if you did think it was helpful, be sure to leave a big subscribe, thumbs up, leave comments if you think it's helpful. If there's any other videos you want me to make about the American Airlines Cadet Academy program, be sure to let me know. But that's gonna be it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.